You got him, John Fredericks Radio Network. Mike Allers is with us. Mike is running for House of Delegates in Manassas against Commie Lee Carter. Commie Lee of the CCCP, the guy's a communist, and put a tweet out yesterday against Mike Allers and said, "Shut the F up," and he spelled the word out. This is a state delegate. The guy's a communist, and because he got reelected, now he's bolder than ever, and he basically pepper sprayed police, tried to defund them. Hey, Mike, great to have you with us.
Great to be with you, John. Bright and early, as McGenius says, sleep when you're dead. So, great to be with you.
You got that right, and that's one of my favorite quotes from McAuliffe is, I can sleep when I'm dead. So I'm glad you brought that out. But let me just ask you something. I mean, you got a state official. He's a House of Delegates member, and he puts the F word up on Twitter towards you. Yep. Welcome to the campaign.
Right, and we're off to a great start. Look, the reason he did, he posted something about, now Jeremy Corbyn, who he looks up to, is a socialist, borderline communist in the UK, who's been ousted from the Labour Party because of his strong anti-Semitic views. Lee Carter was defending him, and I said, no, the guy's an anti-Semite, and he told me to shut the F up. So, it's funny, I'm one of his constituents, and that's how he treats his constituents. So that tells me right there that he's not serious about governing. That tells me right there the preview we're going to have, me against him, and the contrast on that trail. But honestly, John, I'm not going to sit here and play victim like he likes to do on Twitter. The most offensive thing I think he's tweeted out was this week. He said, police are a threat to public safety in every community. And that's insane.
What is up with this guy? I mean, we know he's a communist, but what is up with? I mean, this is an elected official in the Virginia House of Delegates saying that cops are the enemy in Virginia. So when something happens to him, who is he going to call? Like Eileen?
It's not going to be Ghostbusters.
I don't know. I mean, is he going to call like Eileen's husband up to come and save him? I mean, what is up with this guy?
Well, and I would even argue, look, these views aren't Democratic views. They're not Virginian views. They're not the views of Eileen or I would say Terry. So, I mean, this just goes to show you this is a guy that's not even committed to, if we want to talk about police reform and reforms inside our criminal justice system, he doesn't even want to have that conversation. He wants to promote the views of CHOP or those in Oregon or L.A., but they're not Virginia views. So this guy's way out of step with the district and the state.
It's unbelievable that you could have a House of Delegates member in the storied body of the Virginia General Assembly using this kind of language in a public format and basically saying that police in Virginia are the enemy. The guy's a communist. Mm-hmm. He admits it. We call him #Commie Lee of the CCCP. And I tell you, Mike, you ought to be able to get pours of donations in. I mean, we have got to get this guy out. He was bad in his first term, but he was a little nervous about getting reelected, and he got reelected handily, and now he thinks he's there basically for life. This is his job. I mean, think he doesn't even have another job. He somehow was able to survive on $20,000 when you add in his per diem or something. Guy's unbelievable. Look, we need to get him out of there. You're going to be a tremendous addition. People want to send you a donation. Look, send them $50. You got to get this guy out. Where do they go?
John, it's 50 to I'd love everybody to send $50, 50 to flip the 50th. If you go to votemikejr.com, that's votemikejr.com. It is not too early. I know Election Day is around the corner. I know we have great Republican candidates that we need to get over the line in 4 days, but if we're making a play for the future of Virginia, it starts in the 50th district. This guy's got to go. Go to votemikejr.com.
votemikejr.com. Mike, how do you beat him? I mean, you've looked at the numbers. We got to get this guy out. How do you beat him?
Well, John, like I said last time, I think this guy has gone so far. And I think this is going to be a campaign for all of us. I want to represent all of my constituents. I'm going to have Republicans on board, Democrats on board, black, white, Hispanic, Trumpers, never Trumpers. You all need to come together. And if you are a part of this community, this great community in the 50th district, that includes Manassas, that includes Bristow, Prince William, We have to come together and demand better. We have to demand better. There's real problems on the line, John. People are out of work. People cannot send their kids to pre-K. And this guy wants to tweet at me to shut the F up. Of course, he wouldn't do this to my face, of course. I bet you he wouldn't. But these are real solutions. And I believe I'm just going to go to every single constituent in the district. I will knock on every door. I don't care who you voted for in the last election. I don't care who you're going to vote for this election. We have the opportunity to come together to demand real change and provide real leadership in this district.
John Fredericks Radio Network. Mike Allers, you got to win this race. We're going to be following it. We're going to give you all the help that we can here in the John Fredericks Radio Show because Lee Carter's an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment to Virginia. He's an embarrassment to the district, to himself, to Manassas. And the fact that we got a communist in there running around, saying the F word, mocking the police, saying they're the biggest problem. I mean, come on. It's just not a good thing. I don't think he's really representative of the views of that district. And, Mike, I think, you're the kind of guy, you got the energy, you got the effort you're going to put in. Look, I thought Ian ran a good campaign last time. That was the councilman from Manassas. But they ran a very, very low-key, very conservative, don't rock the boat. They basically, thought that people were going to be done with this guy after one term. That campaign just didn't work. You're more high energy. I think you got to take it right to Lee Carter. You got to take it right to him. Ian was very reserved. Like, even on my show, he was very reserved, didn't want to say anything, and he got beat. Actually, as I'm concerned.
We cannot have low energy.
No, man, you got to have high energy. Again, what's your website?
Absolutely. Go to votemikejr.com. It is not too late to change Virginia.
All right. Mike Allers, thank you for being with us.